so the things we're gonna need for this install is a spray bottle filled with hot water, a drop of dish soap, some painter's tape, and either a heat gun or a blow dryer. Using a highly reviewed company called Gold Hook. I found these on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But I really like this because it's kind of like an all-in-one little kit. It comes with a really high-quality vinyl, and it also comes with a pretty good-looking squeegee. Now, I wanted to go for the blacked out or the black and gray FX4 because it just kind of is going to match the entire theme of my vehicle. I want a very stealthed out look. All right, first step, take your heat gun or your blow dryer and just warm this up. If you have a heat gun, keep this moving. The heat gun can get hot really quick. And if you want an extra layer of protection, what I did was I actually hit this with some spray wax just to protect the paint behind it. Just did a little quick detailer, and that's gonna protect the paint. And we're just gonna heat this up a little bit. It's going to be quick with a heat gun. It's going to be a little slower with a hairdryer. Now, I admit I almost forgot to do this myself. I started getting ahead of myself and peeling off the FX4 symbol before I actually taped off the FX4, which is really the most important part. You want to tape off horizontal and vertical on this symbol, and that's going to ensure that when you put the new FX4 vinyl up, it's going to line up perfectly left to right, up and down, and the fitment's going to be absolutely perfect. All right, after we heat this up a little, we're going to find a corner and just take your fingernail, slowly peel it back, and then once you get enough to kind of grab onto, you're going to bring the heat gun to low, or just get your hair dryer, and you're just going to kind of just give it enough heat to kind of keep this moving. With the heat gun, you can be quite a ways back, and this is kind of the part where you take your time. Go slow, there's no rush, and just come off and on the heat. You don't want to have direct heat on this. Just come off and on, just enough to keep this moving. If you put your fingers in front like I do, you can kind of feel when the heat is getting too much. Off and on, off and on, off and on. Now this ripped on me right here, so that's all right. I just stopped, found another edge, and kept it going again. It's a really cold day out today, so that might happen if you live in a colder area. It's a little easier. The warmer it is, the easier this is going to be to take off. But we're making it work. And eventually, the whole thing will come off. All right, now we're going to take some isopropylene alcohol with a microfiber pad. I'm going to really clean off this area good. We're doing this so the surface is nice and free of any waxes, and the sticker can really adhere to the paint below it. All right, next step, we're going to take our warm to hot water. Just put one drop of dish soap in there. The warm water is going to help the dish soap dissolve more evenly, so you're not like having to mix this all together and get a bunch of suds. And then we're going to spray our surface with the soap. Then we're going to take our sticker and totally saturate the back of it. We're going to open this up and spray it. This is called the wet method. And the reason it's called the wet method is because we're wetting both surfaces. And that's gonna allow us to be able to move this decal where we want it. Before it sticks. I'm using the template that we put up. Needs a little more soap. And I can't emphasize this enough. Saturate the heck out of this thing, because that's going to ensure that you get everything lined up the way you want it. That looks really good to me. Now, you're going to take the soft edge and slowly wring out the water. Really, really lightly. Like you're barely touching it. Taking our squeegee and just lightly brushing out the water. As you remove the water, you can start to increase the pressure a little bit. Start from the middle and work your way out. Oh, good, it's raining. It's all good though. This is the extra wet method. Just my luck. Then you're going to take your microfiber cloth. Same thing, push all the air bubbles and water from the inside out. Inside out, inside out. And I like using a microfiber cloth to finish this off because I can kind of take my finger and move it around. So there's like a little air bubble right here. I'm able to push that air bubble out with my finger, and I can find all the little details and get them out. This is looking really good. Perfect. Now as a final step, take your hair dryer or your heat gun and go over it real quick. This is gonna push any remaining air bubbles you have out and make the vinyl really stick to the surface. You don't have to do this for very long. I can see little air bubbles at the bottom here, so I just hit it real quick and push. Hit it real quick, push. And you can see it, keep it on for a second and then let it go. And it's gonna really just suck up all the air and all the little imperfections. You can see it actually. Push out, boom, right there. Perfect.
All right, so as you can see, this is a really simple install. Just take your time. The trick to this one is making sure you get the vinyl super wet on both sides. Use that soapy water, get it nice and slippery, and then also make sure you tape off vertical and horizontal, and that's gonna ensure that you get everything lined up so it looks OEM. This is exactly the look I was going for. I'm trying to get a very stealthed out, subdued look on my truck, and this fits the bill perfectly. If you guys want to pick this up for yourselves, I'll put a link in the description and the first comment. This is a really simple one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.